I'm walking outside, and I look at the driveway, and there's an avocado, half of an avocado, in my driveway. I'm like, where's this coming from?
Right.
I look to the garage, and there's guacamole on my garage door.
Wow.
What are you talking about?
The weirdest.
Did you say you got guacamole in your driveway?
I'm telling you, man, it's been a crazy morning.
Sounds weird.
Yeah.
It's a crazy morning.
What are you guys doing in here? What's going on?
It's, you know what it is?
What is it?
Thirsty Thursday.
Again, you guys sprung it on me, man.
I know,
Every
I know.
time.
We have a guest over here today.
Well, should we get started?
Yeah, I think we should
Alright,
get started.
great. Let's take it away.
All right.
Who is this?
You want to introduce yourself?
I'm Troy Manning.
All right. What do you
Owner
do?
of
Troy?
Manning Preferred Inspections. I'm a home inspector, electrician. I test
Very
for
cool.
radon for first-time home buyers, sellers, investors.
Wow.
Anybody who really needs an inspection.
Fantastic.
Just educating them on why they need an inspection. The benefit of getting an inspection, especially when going through the home buyer process.
Right.
So you can use it
Well,
for
so-
your advantage.
Let me ask you that. Like, what's a reason to get an inspection? Like, from your perspective, we always recommend getting an
Yeah.
inspection just because there's stuff you might not know about.
Right.
But like, talk about some stuff that you
I
see.
mean,
in a
I
house.
definitely, when I do the inspection, I definitely try to educate the home buyer on what they're getting. I can't make them the decision on
Right.
purchasing their home, but things that I look at, they're not looking at.
Right.
Yeah.
Everybody
Well, you know,
sees.
We do a walk through a house. You take somebody in. Maybe you go back twice, but most of the time you show up and you walk them through a house and they make a decision to put an offer in on it.
Right.
But you kind of
Right.
it's a fast walkthrough. You know, your appointment's maybe an hour long at the most.
Especially the first
And-
time they're going through, they're so
Yeah.
excited.
And you look at all the stuff you like. You know,
Right,
you see
that's
that
what
brand
it's-
new countertop and the
Yeah.
new refrigerator and the full,
Right.
But you missed the crack in the
fully
corner.
done basement.
Right.
Exactly. So
Right.
that's where you come in.
Exactly,
right?
and I like the stuff too, but I'm not, I'm looking at things that they're not focused on.
Sure,
The
sure.
husband's thinking of the basement, the man cave, and the wife,
Exactly.
looking at the kitchen, but, I'm looking at, in the attic, seeing if any truss or anything is pulled off, just cracks, signs of insects, things like that.
Yeah.
Just-
So, do you do termite inspections?
I
as
do
well?
not do termite inspections. I third party them out,
Mhm.
but there is signs that I look for termites.
Sure. So you could recommend,
I
like,
can't
hey,
recommend it because
you
I've
double
had
check
done
on that.
inspections. Somebody didn't order a termite,
Mhm.
but at the end of the inspection or during, I said you might want to get one.
Yeah.
Because I've seen some stuff that
Sure.
So
What other
just
kind of
make sure.
inspections are there? I mean, because we have buyers all the time ask us, first of all, they don't really know what an inspection is. Second
Right.
off, they're like, what do I need? I mean, basic, you have whole house.
Yeah, you have a whole house full home inspection. Basically, is your regular home inspection.
Mhm.
You can get a radon measurements and check for radon in the basements, which now it's like the new scare of mold, high mold was. You can get energy assessments.
Okay.
From appliances to
Oh,
very
your
cool.
furnaces. Is this was gonna work out? Should we switch up? Eventually
Right.
once the home buyer gets in there,
Sure, and at
cost
some point you
savings.
update appliances
Yeah.
and you update your water heater and stuff like that, so
Exactly.
you can let them
It
know
helps on
like
that.
this is an old furnace. You might
Right.
think about replacing it, soon,
Right.
whatever.
And then in some inspections, you have the moisture test. You have the electrical inspection.
Mhm.
Definitely just comes with my company. It's included,
Yeah.
and because I'm an electrician, but you have that test. You checking for spaces in the crawl spaces.
Yeah.
Just making sure they're
Stuff they're not-
encapsulated the right
And
way or anything.
What about we mostly talk about the inside of the house, but you check the siding,
Siding,
the roof,
roof.
the windows,
Yep.
driveway, all that stuff, right?
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
very cool.
How long does that take? I mean, are you there?
Typical home inspection, I tell everyone 3 to 3.5 hours. Of course, a nice clean house goes a little quicker.
Sure.
More defects or deficiencies we find that could take longer. So no house is perfect. I tell
Yeah,
everyone I've
that's for
done
sure.
new builds, I found stuff wrong. So
Mhm.
What do you usually like? I mean, I know in some inspectors, do you like the client to be there the whole time or like the last hour? I mean, what works better for you?
I don't mind. They show up when when I get there or during the process. But I tell everybody, 3 to 3.5 hours. As long as you come before it's over, because I like to show them the water tank, the
Right.
filter.
The stuff that needs-
Lately, I've noticed not too many, even the buyers, are showing up. You
Yeah.
know, a lot of out of towners, which I get, but I like them to be there.
Yeah.
See where the water shut off's at. What breaker do you need just to shut this off? Where's your clean out at if the toilets get backed up? Things
Right.
like that, which a lot of people don't think about when they're
Yeah.
buying a house.
Well, and there's other stuff with that. Like I always like to go to an inspection. I've been to almost all of the ones
Right.
that you've done for me. And the thing I like is you do a detailed report and you print it out. We get a PDF, but
Yeah.
also get an email to me and the buyer. But I like to talk to you because
Right.
you can say, "Hey, there is this thing right here,
Right.
whatever the case may
Exactly.
be. I'm gonna mention this in the report,
seen
but
it
it's just a piece
already.
of baseboard that came off.
Right.
For some reason, it's not nailed up. It's a very minor.
But you know what you need to do.
Yep.
The,
Right.
the owner that's the way I look at it. It's almost like a planning sheet for
Exactly.
the next 5 years.
Yeah.
Stuff that needs to be done,
Right.
whenever it is.
Yeah.
For someone like me that's not handy at all,
Mm-hmm.
that kind of stuff is great because you know what needs to be done
Yep.
as soon as possible.
And then you move in knowing, okay, I'm gonna need a new water heater
Right.
in the next 3 years,
Right.
and then you just put it on the list of stuff to save
Right.
for and things to think about,
Yep.
and not coming in blind.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
great, man.
Another thing we look at is preventive maintenance type of things.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
So even caulking around windows, caulking
Oh, yeah.
around bathtubs, caulking around the bathroom sinks.
Absolutely.
So things like that. So
That's
that
awesome,
can-
man.
that can create
A lot more
bigger
detailed
problem.
than what we ended
Right.
up with in the first walk.
Yeah, that's for
That's
sure.
fantastic.
Exactly.
Well, cool, man.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thanks for
That's
having me.
great info. I mean, 'cause we always have buyers ask us those kind of questions.
Yeah, especially first-time home buyers, they don't even know that they need an inspection
Right.
or who's going to pay for the inspection and
Yeah.
how to get it
Right.
covered, who sets it up.
Exactly.
There's a lot of stuff that happens.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
Exactly.
Well, great, man. Thanks for coming. We are running out of time again,
always,
always. So next week we have another guest,
we do.
MCS Mortgage. They
Oh,
are
fantastic!
processing, so we're going to talk about that. Troy, thank you so much for stopping by, man.
Thank you.
Cheers,
for having
guys.
me.
Cheers.
Yeah.
See you next week.
Yep, see ya.
Ding.